In this video, we'll be doing a basic preventative screening search for screening maneuvers that have multiple tests with multiple screening intervals. The best example of this is the ASAP colorectal screening guideline, which states in patients over the age of 50, a fecal immunochemical test every 2 years, or a sigmoidoscopy every 5 years, or a colonoscopy every 10 years. You need to know exactly how these maneuvers are documented in your system in order to perform any search. It's also best if everyone documents the same way. Otherwise, you may need to modify your search, and in some cases, if there are substantial differences, you may need to run more than one search in order to get what you need. For the purpose of this demonstration, I've entered 7 test patients who have not had a FIT test in the past 2 years. One of those patients has had a sigmoid in the past 5 years, and one has had a colonoscopy in the past 10 years. So if I was running a report to see where the gaps are in my colorectal screening process, my final list of patients to contact should be 5. In MedAccess, the AND logic helps us perform this search. To demonstrate how the AND logic works in MedAccess, I'll start by searching for all of my patients who have not had a FIT test in the past 2 years. Start by opening up my report section and the demographics section. And there I'm going to enter all of my active patients under status for all physicians over the age of 50. I'm just going to type test in the last name so we don't pull up any real patient information. And then I'm going to open up this observation section of the reporting. Because the lab comes in as an observation, the FIT test. So we'll go to category lab. And in the observation field, we'll type fecal immunochemical test. Very important that you type it exactly as it comes in the lab. In fact, it's a good idea to copy and paste it off a real person's labs. And then we'll go back 2 years with the date. And then most importantly, you have to remember to check this little not checkbox here in the header of the observation field. Because what we're asking for is patients who have not had a FIT test in the past 2 years. Now we'll move over to the right here in the searching, and we'll search for our patients. And it's brought up our 7 test patients who have not had a FIT test. So now we need to add our colonoscopy. Now that gets documented as a consult task, so we'll open up our task section here. And we'll go with category consult. And description colonoscopy. And in the observation date field, we'll go back 10 years, 2007. Now once again, very important to remember to check off the little not checkbox. And once again, we'll run our search. And now we'll see that we've dropped a patient. The patient that had had a colonoscopy is no longer on our list. And so now we're going to add the sigmoid as well. And this is where the AND logic also comes in. So you need to open up another task category. You do that by clicking on this little green plus sign here. And that opens up an additional task section. And here, once again, we'll go category consult. And description, sigmoidoscopy. And then the observation date here, we'll go back 5 years. Once again, we'll remember to check off the little not checkbox. And we'll run our search again. And now we've dropped one more patient, so there's 5 patients on our list that we need to contact to get the colorectal screening done. Now you can either work right off this list. If you click on these patients' names, it goes to the patient's chart and you can contact them there, or you can export to Excel, and then you can print a list and contact those patients. Thanks for listening.